All right, today we're going to be looking at how to write a paragraph that incorporates our senses. So we've got 5 senses that we generally speak of, which is our taste, our touch, our smell, our sight, and our hearing sense, so our ears. So you can see from this list here that there are many different types of words that we can describe taste. Bitter, buttery, burnt, creamy, crispy, all of those. Touch, bristle, cold, furry, fuzzy, muddy, pointy, silky, wet. Lots of different touch ones. And smell, burnt, disgusting, fresh, musky, perfumed. Lots of different things. And for sight, awful, colourful, dark, enormous, foggy, giant, gleaming, glossy. And hearing things, booming, banging, clanging, ticking, noisy, ripping, screeching, or silent. All of those. Lots of different things. So we're going to be looking at how we can get some information from a text that is for our senses. So we have a little chart here that we can add things in, things that we can see, hear, smell, touch, taste. So we're going to add things in there. So I'm going to highlight on here different sensory things. So I'm going to grab I can't do that one. I'm going to do a draw with our highlight. So here we've got the harbour was emu berry blue. So that there is a sight sound. Is a sight one. The ripples playing with the sun. So we can see ripples as well. The breeze smelt of smoke. So we've got the breeze smelt of smoke and cooking fish. So more things there. Nanbury waded in till the water tickled his waist. Felt the sandy mud between his toes. Sandy mud between his toes. Then took a deep breath and dived down. It was a new world. Light drifted in gold shivers. Oh, that's nice. Gold shivers from above. Nanbury wriggled like a fish, turning so he could see the surface of the water. He loved this most of all, how in one instant you could change from air to sea. At last his lungs began to ache. So we've got an ache here. It's a feeling. He pushed himself into daylight in one strong sweep. One of the girls yelled at him from the shore. So yelling, that's another sense. His sister Yagali catching a ball of twisted twigs and feathers as one of the others threw it to her. Hey, you with empty hands, where are the Dainya? The other girls laughed. So we've also got laughed there. Behind them the stream trickled between the trees and mudflats to join the waves. Alright, so all of those are different sensory things, and we will now pop them onto our chart. So remembering, we take all to the side and it snaps. There we go. Alright, things that we can see. We can see the emu berry blue. Emu berry blue. We can also see the ripples on the water. We can smell smoke, cooking fish. We can tickled, so water, feeling, touch. So tickled, tickling water, and also feel the mud, sandy mud between toes. Light, we can see that gold shivers. We can feel ache. We can hear yelling and laughter. Alright, so they're all the different things. Obviously we don't have anything for taste, but that's okay. We don't need to fill up for everything. Alright, so now because we're looking at historical narratives and everything like that, and if you remember looking at the letter we did by Stanthorpe, thinking about the scene, like we're trying to set the scene for somebody who isn't there, we're writing a letter. So we're going to be using these sensory words that we're going to use for the letter. So we're not copying what is written in the text over in the book, in the actual book. We're going to be writing new ones for our friend who we're writing the letter to. So let us get some space here, and we're going to be writing our letter. Well, it doesn't have to be a letter, but we're going to be using the sensory senses to be able to get there. Alrighty, so let us, because if we're talking about if we're arriving at this place, because that's what we can write. So as I arrived at my new home, the smell of smoke and cooking fish caught my attention. Okay, so it's putting in the smell of smoke and cooking fish. The Aboriginal people had great skills in cooking the food. As I wandered around this new location, the sound of yelling and laughing filled my ears. The sound of yelling and laughing filled my ears. This is definitely definitely a happy place to be. The sights before my eyes were also beautiful. The ripples on the water was obvious. Oh, actually, was made obvious when the shivers of the golden sun passed over the top. Alright, so I haven't used everything, but that's okay because we're just having a look of there by using the senses and adding that all together in there to be able to paint a scene for somebody who isn't there. So this is the information that we can put in if we're going to talk about a particular area. So if I'm writing a letter to my friend from somewhere else, I would like to make sure that they can see and hear and feel and touch and taste all of those things that I can also do.